job. Even though you've had our pizza hundreds of times, mine should be different than everybody else's. It's my hands instead of somebody else's. So that inconsistency to me, some people say, well, the pizzas should all be exactly the same. I think the pizzas should bear the imprint of the person that made them. So by definition, they're going to be different. What else have you been working on for your writing?
Well, I've got a whole series of upcoming columns. Next month, probably a friend of yours, Frankie Shinta.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot in common with the passion for your craft.
He's an iconic.
Absolutely. And the thing that I found remarkable about him is that I sat down with him a couple of years ago and I said, Frankie, when I came to town, the Shintas were the hottest thing around. And it was you, your brother, your sister, and your drummer who was considered a member of the family. And one by one, you went from 4 to 3 to 2, and now you're solo. How do you handle it? And he's philosophical. You know, he's remarkable. He's not the he's insightful in his approach to life. I had the opportunity. He shared with me, invited me to his house to watch him do his video podcast. And it was what he puts into it, to see the exhaustion after a man who's been in this business since he was, 10 or 11 years old on the Merv Griffin show. And it's not an assembly line process. It's 120% after every performance, and at the end of the performance, he's totally exhausted. And it's just like you're doing here, talking about your imprint, on what you're doing, and what we talked about, the community feeling you have.
He's definitely the last of a kind breed.
Yeah. You know who else is like that? Do you know Vinny of the Bronx Wanderers?
Yeah. I don't know him, but I know who he is.
He's a real special guy too. I'm glad I can consider them both friends.
I think those people, Lorraine Hunt, when they're gone, they're gone forever.
Yeah.
There's nobody else that era.
I know Lorraine only to say hello. And that's it. But there's so many
Also
great people.
Similar story from Buffalo, came
Yeah.
to Las Vegas, was in the entertainment industry, had an amazing career as a politician, still a restaurateur.
There's a new young man in town from Buffalo by the name of Michael Nugent.
I don't know him.
He's about 26, 27 years old. And he came to town and he plays the romantic music you and I grew up with. Sinatra, Tony Bennett. He's always in a suit. He's always very polite. And he understands that he's in show business. He wants to be successful in show business. And he understands it's two words. It's show, put on the show, and do the business. He gets out there and he gets to meet people, tell them what he can do, and ask them to hire him. And I really admire that.
I think there's that kind of, even though it's show business, there's kind of a blue collar mentality to the people from Buffalo that drives them to a certain degree of success.
There was a gal I met a few years ago from up that way. I can't remember the city. It's where Eastman Kodak is headquartered. It's upstate New York. Somewhere. I'm not. I don't know. But her name's Christina Balanek. She came to town. She had an opportunity to do 8 performances at a little theater, and she quit her job. She packed up her goods and headed out here. Moved in with a gal she knew until she could get she did her 8 performances and just had the confidence and the drive to go out there and look for work, meet people, and now she's working regularly in a show on strip with a man named
How long has she been in town?
Geez, I'm thinking she's probably been here about 10 years. And she's in a show with Tape Face, kind of a unique comedian. Mime comedian. That's not easy to do. And I've seen so many people just loaded with talent, but they just don't know how to go out and get a job.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, everybody wants to be a success, but you have to always ask yourself that question.
Yeah.
What are you willing to do to get it? How hard are you willing to work?